What's good, brethren? Man, what's good with your family? Yeah, man. I know it's been a while. Man, I've been I've been going through some super personal issues in the last few months, man. The last couple months or whatever. Excuse me. Man, this has absolutely, quite honestly, been the exact, absolute worst period of time in my life. And I have, through this adversity, the Most High has shown me myself. And you know how I'd say that through adversity, it was acceptable men they have to go through the fire. And through much temptation, so we have to enter into the kingdom. So in other words, fire and adversity breeds, it's either going to make you or break you. You know what I mean? They say pressure bursts pipes, but also pressure creates diamonds. You know, all these one-liners, you know what I mean? But man, you're purified through the flame, you know what I mean? So that's, man, jeez, bro. Let's just say it involves betrayal. It involves some other stuff. And I've concluded also, I was thinking about us as black men. Men in general, I'm seeing a trend, and I'm going to get to the point of this video. I was watching the videos, different videos and stuff, and they were talking about male loneliness and stuff, and how men don't have an outlet. You know what I mean? Like, you look at TV, it's all female based, and it's about bashing men, and men, just be strong. You're a man, you can take it. And male loneliness is real, man. And I realized all I have in my life is the Most High, Yah, and myself. That's it. I realized that before, but I guess you don't know it till you go through the tribulation, the agony, the misery, the stress, the betrayal. You understand me? You don't really, it's like the Most High strip everything from you, man. And then it's just you and him, and it's like, that's who you are. So I'm literally in the midst of my enemies, face to face. I'm like, wow, you's a betraying nigga. Oh, you too. Oh, wow. It was like, it's like that scripture that say, he'll make a table before me in the midst of my enemies. Like that, almost literally. Nah, actually, literally. Man, I done been through some bull crap, bro. Literally made a table to eat in the midst of my enemies. Now I look back at it, that happened about a month ago. Dude, betrayal. But the Most High is crazy because the Most High showed me in a dream it was going to happen kind of like before. I was like, what the heck is that? And then the next day, boom. I was like, oh, wow. So don't be discounting them dreams, man. If y'all be having dreams and stuff, don't discount it. Maybe the Most High dealing with you. Let me turn this airplane mode on so I don't get no people calling me while I do this video, man. But yeah, man, it's been brutal. But that's some. I've been sitting back. Also, I've been on this dating app and stuff, and I do not like any woman's photos that has not chosen me. I only deal with women who have indicated in real life and in on the digital world. Like earlier last week, man, this is chick that been following me around. A little black chick, skinny, little she's skinny. She alright looking, but she like super. She like how old is she? About 24. I said, man, my oldest son about your age. Oh, really? And she's following me around. I'm like, yo, on the verge of sexual harassment. But like I said, I ain't about to, And this other bro following me around, popping up here, and she did it more coy and more what do you call it? Like showing interest, but on a sly tip. Whereas a black chick, all super ultra blatant. Like, hey, you literally following me around, bro. And, but I ain't, but what I'm saying about that is, why did I even mention it? Well, anyways, I don't know why I mentioned that, but anyways, the day nap. I started thinking about like a lot of these chicks are ran throughs. I was thinking about now let's get to the point of this video. I was thinking about the whore culture of America and what it produces. I did a video a while ago. Painted graves. Women are painted graves. Many of these women are like painted graves. Yeah, the grave, you drive down the street in the grave, you see a cemetery, and you see like that big opulent looking building, the crypt or whatever. You're like, oh, that's tight. Yeah, gold trim and brass trim. It's all shiny and stuff. But inside is just dead men's bodies, man. Corpses. And when you look at this woman, she look good, but inside her body, a literally baby corpse. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. You might get, how the tube is. I got to get back used to this. But inside is many. You don't know how many bodies have been. That has been their last. So these women have high rates of deleting children. So, and plus, I was just thinking about the 304 liberated feminist culture, which is prostitution, produces damaged women. I'm looking at these chicks on the dating site. Some of them be 18, some of them be international, some be from Miami, some be from Pennsylvania. And I'm like, yeah, they look good and stuff. And I'm like, some of them fat and ugly, but most of them look good. And I'm like, these chicks, the sexual culture of America really destroys these women. Because I'm like, you got chicks out here talking about they want to get more bodies. She has 20 bodies. She, dudes that she done been with, but she want to get more bodies. A woman can get 20 dudes in like a week, a year. Now I was thinking about this stuff, and all the what do you call it? The requirements that the chick has. Oh, he has to be 6 feet tall. Oh, he has to have at least a 6-inch wiener. Oh, he has to have a 6-pack. Oh, he has to make 6 figures. 6. And like all these requirements, more specifically the penis size, this is something that a woman prostitute care about a man's penis size more so than a woman whose insides ain't well visited by everybody. The whole 15 dudes in the block, the square block know how your insides look, how you moan, how she moan, how her butt cheeks vibrate up, bounce up against his groin. I mean, dudes, dudes know how these chicks look naked. Like even with the webcam thing, the old fans. I was talking to this chick. She said, little cute, Puerto Rican looking chick in regular life, and kind of talking to her about some stuff. And then only on some business tip actually, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I got a webcam. I got that." I was like, "Webcam, nigga, what you doing with a webcam? Who has a webcam? I'm all set up. I be streaming." I was like, "Oh, okay." I ain't say nothing, but I'm like, "Yeah, old fans, my nigga." You know what I mean? Instagram. And I'm like, "Dang, bro, the horror culture is like." OnlyFans, I think that kicked off during COVID, I believe. I think that was OnlyFans. But yeah, man, it's been like 4 years since that, 3.5 years since the scamdemic plopped off. But about time for another zombie apocalypse or something. But anyway, what I'm seeing from a whole bunch of these chicks, man, I'm looking at, they're overly sexed. They got 50, 100, 200, 300 bodies, right? And you look at me like, oh, it's just an average chick. But this woman has so much sexual experience, she can't really get stimulated, bro. She done been with 10-inch dudes and 3-inch dudes, dudes with money, dudes without no money. And this chick is only 25. So you look at her, and I was thinking like this, brothers. The thought lifestyle, the liberated woman, Western woman lifestyle is so damaging to the woman. And so this is the crop of crap that men supposed to be wifing up and stuff. Dude, standards are so low nowadays. They be like, well, she look good. Does she have... Some dudes don't even got the standard if she have a kid or not, because men are so dang on lonely here. You know, if she got a kid, and man, you know, hey, you know, men are so desperate. But I understand why simps are produced here, but I'm just saying what it is. The women just are overstimulated with attention. I mean, a chick with like I said, I never hit a chick up. Yeah, I have done it in the past here and there, but I don't do that because I realize it's all about power when it comes to women. So you're going to have to, you know, what I do is put my photo up there and profile, tell them read my profile so you understand more about me. Don't just like my picture. You're going to understand where I'm coming from. And it's master or servant. It ain't none of this, you know. So then when you know, the broad getting involved when she understand what it is, it ain't none of this, you know, oh, you know, I'm just going to keep chasing you. I don't chase you. No, I don't chase women. So it's like you should only deal with women who approach you and deal with you, you know what I mean? And indicate, I got chicks liking my, you know, photos and all this. Those are the only specific chicks or either inbox me. Those are the only specific chicks I even engage with. I rarely even look at profiles of females unless they have either liked my stuff or they have hit me up and or favorited me or what do you call it? You know, messaged me. It's pointless. Now, I just learned over the years that I have self-control and stuff and have power over myself. But yeah, man. But when I look at these women that do hit you up, you'd be like, all right, she 18, but she literally might have 18 bodies. Or she 20, so she's young, so she's fresh. Yeah, she's fresher than her probably 25-year-old version of herself would be. She'll probably have 200 bodies by then instead of just the 15, just the 15 bodies that she currently has. Dude, and then that don't even count all of the maybe videos and old fans these bros be doing, man, and with a solo game, you know, the solo things they do on the webcams and stuff. Man, these chicks got super ultra uber experiences, bro, and they are literally professional pros or prostitutes. And if you know anything about prostitute mentality, if you looked into the philosophy or the psychology of the women who are workers and stuff, they like dead. They can't pair bond. They get power. They flaky. They don't have solidness of mind. They pull it in many, many directions. They're not stable. They get power over the tricks or the simps who finance them. The simps give them their offerings and worship and money, and they that's their sense of power. And so that's why she's essentially selling her soul. She's essentially selling her worth, her value. And everybody with common sense knows that paying, being a prostitute, being paid to exploit yourself is a bad thing. Everybody know that. Now the woman can justify it and the culture can justify it, but everybody pretty much know. And everybody knows that tricking is a bad thing. Spending money on a prostitute and getting exploited, because the trick is getting exploited for his money, or the simp, and the prostitute is getting exploited for her body, whether it is, or her sexuality, let's put it like that. 'Cause sometimes they don't even have to give this trick or the simp no money. No sexual favors. The dude is paying for her time, you know what I mean? Or paying to see her on a webcam or something like that. And so this woman is a shell. She's a painted grave. She is a dead on the inside person. You see what I'm saying? But it looked good though. She got a nice booty though. But she got 20 bodies, man. And everybody know that the woman ain't properly in her proper state, is not meant to have a whole bunch of sexual partners. She ain't meant to especially be selling herself financially, her body, her image, her sexuality. And so she's a shell, an empty person on the inside. Strippers, a lot of strippers. I talked to a stripper a while ago, years ago, quote, dated her, but it was a short date. Where's this going to go? You're a single mother stripper. Yeah, you look good. White chick, nice body, but where's this going to go, right? Like, you're a stripper, right? So I ain't putting you out to the game because, you're already in the game. But she was very generous. And, I don't know, man. When women like you, bro, they give you money. They give you stuff, man. That's why it's better only to deal with women who like you. And chasing broads, it's a waste of energy and time. And it's all about power anyway, because if you are, she like you, then she will do what you want her to do. Because she's simping after you. She might not be your type, or she might be. But, you get kind of what you attract, Some chicks are good looking, some gonna be regular looking, and some gonna be ugly. I had an ugly chick that's attracted to me. I don't want to entangle myself with her. I want to be seen with her. You understand me? But yeah, that's the so now that's the other thing. A woman who is, out in the game or doing her own, pimping herself out, essentially, on OnlyFans or whatever. You taking dudes for dinner dates, stripping money out of these dudes. Dudes American. That's why women around the world love American men, because American men primarily are broken, they're lonely, and we make a lot of money compared to, internationally and stuff. So women, they love American men because they make money, and they gullible, a lot of American men. They lonely, man. It's like a perfect storm. Tricks over here and simps, and prostitutes over there. Under the, sexually deprived simps over here to the left, and overly sexualized females over here to the right. You know what I mean? And money shall be, and attention and favor shall be exchanged. And so this right here makes her unacceptable for marriage. You know what understand me? Because she has this hole within her that can't really be filled. And you look, that lifestyle is damaging over and over to this female. She's not material for relationship. You see what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about this free lifestyle. And every year, if you look at it, every year that this woman lives this lifestyle, let's be conservative, she gets 5 bodies a year. And she's from 18, 5 bodies. 19, 5 more bodies. 25 more bodies, 15 bodies by the time she's 20. 21, she got 20 bodies. And this is conservative because she literally can add these bodies within like a month. Especially if she look like something. Hey, if she don't look like nothing, she can still get these bodies. So sex is very easy to obtain for females. And so, but in the inside, she's a destroyed individual. And so this is one of my main points is that this is why she knows that she ain't valuable in her own eyes, because she understands that it is a shame for her to be a whore. It is a shame for her to sell her body on OnlyFans and these different platforms on regular life. Is a shame for her to exchange her self-worth for a price. And yes, $10, $20, whatever a month, that's a price. But she's a prostitute, but they try to, so she knows on her insides that she empty, she finished. So this is why she's attracted to a dude who has power over himself and who essentially, in some people's eyes, treat her like trash. Because she believes that she's trash. Let that sink in. A lot of times the reason why a lot of these women gravitate to dudes who treat them like quote, quote, crap is because she knows that she ain't crap in her own eyes. She believes, yeah, she look good. Yeah, she got a nice body and a cute face, but she know what she doing. She know what kind of trick she turning. She looking in the mirror. That guilt, man, that guilt is a beast. She's a painted grave, bro. And year after year, see, this is why if you can and you're in your daughters' lives and stuff, you got to be strict on them and stop them from going out into the horn where they mama and they cousins, they sisters, they aunties, they grandma might be in society and the movies and the music and everything is pushing her to be a thought, pushing her to open yourself to more experiences. In other words, more D's. And a lot of these older women be up here pushing their daughters into the hole, and I really hate that. And they say, do not prostitute thy daughter, man. But that's what they do. You show your titties, girls, show you this, show you that. And then they pollute their daughters and turn them into hoes. Most High see that crap, man. And then they, so it's like the work you put in as a father, if you can even put in work, making and protecting your daughter and maneuvering her this way and trying to find a righteous, decent husband for her, the bitch gonna circumvent what you doing because she, like, what do they say, misery love company. And a righteous woman is a abomination to like an unrighteous woman or vice versa. They in conflict with each other. You do have decent women. You got decent sisters out here. But the majority that I ever see is 304s and unrighteous whores. So what I'm saying is they conflict with one another. The few decent chicks are at conflict with their thought counterparts. It's just the problem is you don't really see many decent, especially B-dubs, because they probably married already or got a man and stuff, and they quiet and laid off in a cut, you know what I mean? And doing like wifely things with their man, not their husbands, right? So this is why, because she lives, every year that she lives this thought life, it deteriorates her internally. She know that this is, like I said, this is the psychology of a prostitute. And this is why you got to understand that she has to be, since the majority of these women, they have so many sexual experiences, so many experiences with men in general, every single day. Now, my, dating app and all that, I get decent traffic. Let me see, maybe 2-3 likes a day, I'm thinking. And maybe a message or two every, conservative, maybe a message or two every day. And some days it is but it's cool for the what they call it, the to boost your ego. It's some kind of chemical is triggered. I go on there, oh yeah, I got another like, I got another message. Let me check this out. You know what I mean? I guess what they call it, the pheromone boost, or I forgot that chemical within you that is triggered when something good happens or something. Endorphins. But anyways, like when women see all these dudes hitting her up, it's like all this is triggered. You know what I mean? All these good feelings and chemical stuff within her body is triggered. Like endorphins. I think that's what it's called, endorphins. But yeah, these endorphins are triggered and she feels great about herself. So she never has to sit and look in the mirror. Because when she's looking in the mirror, ding, 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 somebody is going to be hitting her up on Instagram. Ding, ding. Somebody hitting her up on a dating site. Ding, ding. Somebody texting her, trying to get between her legs, trying to give her money, trying to exchange money for attention. So then she seeks a man who ain't seeking her because she's overly saturated with attention. You see? And to do that, quote, quote, in order to keep her, you got to treat her like, quote, quote, crap. No, you got to treat her in a master-servant relationship. And if she don't bow down to that, then let her go on to the other dozens of dudes who are hitting her up. I can't deal with a woman who ain't gonna be useful, man. She has to be an asset. She can't be no liability. She got to help, not hurt. I can't deal with no woman in my life bringing trauma and drama and arguments. Go be with that dude or that dude or that dude. I don't have time for that bull crap. I'm trying to elevate, build my life. You know what I mean? If you're going to be in my life, you have to be an asset and follow these instructions. If not, just go be with the flood of simp dudes who are hitting you up on the DMs, who are approaching you. You approach me. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying about the power angle, bro. Because these women are oversaturated with attention, because these women have an over-elevated value of themselves, because these women are delusional, and the society just thrusts hookups for these chicks. Because of all of these things, the only way you can really deal with your Western woman is to basically only deal with the woman who approach you and filter out. Do not chase women. Do not hit them up. Do not like their photos. Don't. The simps are going to do this anyways. So, but women like who they like, man. You have a nice smile. Let me swipe right. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. And you know, you just got to be patient and only deal with women who like you, man. And that way you can utilize them as opposed to you being used. It's only master and servant. You going to be used or you going to use. That's it. And a woman, I mean, you know, her purpose that she was created was to be a useful helper to the man. The problem in America, in the West, more specifically America, is that women look at men because of the overabundance of attention that average and chunky and fat chicks get. They don't regard men as nothing except a useful tampon to be used, man. And so I don't see it ever changing, man. Until, you know, the dollar collapse, until this purge, you know, happens, then the women, all of this, when the system is eradicated or very handicapped, then you'll see a change. But other than that, man, there's no power to make these women act differently. As a matter of fact, these women, through the financial, they have financial incentives like divorce, alimony, child support, fake rape charges. They can hit a nigga pockets up multiple ways. I mean, this society is really based on benefiting women, bro. They incentivize to destroy marriages. They incentivize to have a kid by 3 different dudes. I seen this chick with a video. She was like, why do I have, what was it, like 4 baby daddies or something? And she did the numbers. She was like, I have a baby by this dude, and each of them giving me X amount of money, as opposed to one dude giving me X. She was like, they're going to take a certain percentage of his paycheck, so I might as well have this dude. He paid $150. The other dude, he paid $250. The other dude, he paid, you know, $300. The other dude, so if one of them don't work, she's bro had it calculated. But guess what? It was true, because the system, and then the system go get a percentage of that money, right? Like 8-10% of that money going to the system, going to the judge and the courts. So she has no fear. She has no respect for men. She just look at them as a useful tool. Even if you are her quote, quote, select man, that don't really mean nothing legally, because after tomorrow, you might not be. When she gets tingly and wet for another dude, poof, you're magically not select anymore. You're not chosen anymore, right? So even being her mate choice selection does not guarantee that she will follow your instructions. It's like you deal with these women, you just gotta understand it's probably gonna end, because she is formatted and built for things to end. Look at her track record. Look at the society you live in. Look at the financial incentives. They paying chicks to leave, man. They paying chicks to destroy marriages. They paying chicks to be single mothers. Dude, man, they get a decade's worth of a stream of income for laying on her back. Grunt, grunt, squeeze, squeeze, give me money. That's how these hoes look at it, bro. And you got, and like say, dating code, dating coaches, you got to be her select. You got to hit the gym. You got to do all this. Do all that stuff for yourself so you will be better as a person. But understand, this system is rigged, man. Or the reason she left because you were masculine enough. You were masculine, you were alpha enough. Man, hold on. Who's more alpha than, what's that dude named? Not Kimbo Slice, but that one dude, Kylie Muscle. I think it's Kylie Muscle. I think his wife divorced him or something. How you gonna divorce Kylie Muscle, right? I mean, what? Like, come on, bro. All right, you got to have 6 figures. Look at Will Smith, decimated by his wife, right? Completely disrespect. Dude, man, you can't be rich enough. You can't be alpha. The one dude, Amazon, the owner, his wife divorced him. You ain't more alpha than the freaking system that incentivizes these women to play the prostitute. Microphone drop. You ain't more alpha than the system where she can call the 911. Oh, he did this to me. Oh, I need a PPO on this guy. I feel uncomfortable around him. Oh, he punched me. He threw me down a flight of stairs. Wah. Now he can't live in his own house. And while he's kicked out of his own house, he still has to pay the mortgage payment, but she got some other dude in there around his kids. Come on, man. But you need to be more alpha. You know, the standards that these hoes, men shouldn't even care about what a standard that men is the one that we should be making the standards. But this is a matriarch. We should be making the standards by which a female goes by. You have to be in shape. You have to be feminine. You have to be a virgin. You have to you cook. You have to be able to clean. These standards that patriarchal constructs. Oh yeah, man, I was watching that video with this chick. That was funny, man. That was funny. I mentioned this to a brother. That black chick that went to Dubai with all that ratchet niggaism. Y'all might have heard about that. The black chick that went to Dubai. Good looking old black hoe. She was a trucker. The sassy trucker or something like that. And she took that black female niggaism over to Dubai. And she was arguing with, I think she rented a car, and she was arguing with the car dude didn't want to give her money unless she did something. She was arguing, basically doing the standard black American female, you know, or whatever she was doing, arguing. You don't argue. Some cultures you don't argue with men. You'll get deleted or you get thrown in prison, which is what she did for like some months. So they threw her in prison for raising her big fat voice. And the B-dub, she got a big voice. And you ain't gonna tell, So they threw her in jail for disrespecting a man. Now that's what I'm talking about. Some people may say that's extreme. But I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, she got thrown in jail for opening her mouth and being vocal, basically doing the standard stuff. The everyday stuff that you see a black American woman doing here in America every single day. She got thrown in jail for doing that for like some months. I think it was like 3 months. Locked the bitch up. Humbled her down. She was like, I don't want to go back to Dubai anymore. I bet you don't. I bet you don't want to go back to Dubai no more. Shut your fat mouth. Stay right here in America where all that whoredom and loud niggaism is allowed. You go to Dubai, that stuff don't fly. And I like that, man. And then she had to pay some kind of fee or something like that. And then they released her passport. You take her black behind back here in America where she could thought it up further. And, you know. But that was funny, man. I wish she had got more time, quite honestly. I think she back here now, but see, that's what I'm saying, man. It's a cultural thing that allows these females to be rancid and rotten and filthy and stinking and loud and aggressive and assertive. Here in this place, they are allowed and financially incentivized to be ultra thoughts. And so my main thing, brothers, is, man, if you're going to deal with women, Western, you got to deal from a position of power. In other words, only deal with women who approach you one way or the other, like your photos, or physically approach you in regular life, or message you or whatever. Because it's not worth it. Because you're dealing with a power dynamic. And even then you got to filter through those chicks. Because they gonna have their feminist views and try to challenge you and try to do the whole power angle thing. This pretty Puerto Rican chick, she approached me and then she gave me her number and all that. I'm like, all right, let me see this, that. And so now I'm like, I hit her up one text and that was it. And now I keep seeing her and she like, why the nigga ain't hit me up? And it's still initiating conversation, but I'm like, we still cool, we cordial and stuff, but I'm not gonna be up here and keep texting her stuff because you pretty and a bunch of other dudes texting her. You know what I mean? So you gotta, even when she do choose, you still gotta, depending upon her submissiveness level, it's like still the power issue, man, the power game. Man, these broads got too many. The bottom line is that even your average chick got too many options. She got a feminist mentality. And even the ones that do approach you still got to break them down up out of that feminism and tell them how they're going to have to deal with you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a lost cause, man. I don't want to deal with women unless they in like a submissive mode. Go do this for me. Go do that. Give me this. Give me that. Help a brother in his life. That's what a female is supposed to do. For whatever period of time you gonna be in my life, until you flutter off to the next dude, you gonna be a helper and a servant. So, some brothers choose not even deal with women. But when they are kind of approaching you like that, it's like, all right, well, if you're gonna be here, you gonna do this, do that. Give these chicks something to do, man. That's gonna benefit you while they're there in your life. It's very likely it'll be like a butterfly and fly away. But it's something I was thinking about. Even the chick in the old days, man, chicks used to get married off. I think my grandma was like she was talking about 14, 13, back in like how old she is. Back in the 40s and stuff. Here in America, it was customary for, and even other cultures, 13, 14, 15, they get married. Not go out here to the game and to the streets like their mothers nowadays put them out to these streets. But there was prep for being a wife and a cook and clean, be a servant and a helper to their freaking husband. And, it's like, dang. And then the men it's like in this culture, men are still culturalized to be like protectors and providers. But what you are protecting and providing, about 30 other dudes got for absolutely free. She was tingling and he's moist and tingling for another dude. He paid zero. She paid him. She bought him drinks. She approached him because he made her tingle. And so, but now she's used up. She want this dude to be the protector provider. But this dude done banged you out at the park, near a dumpster, behind a club. I had these experiences. It's like too many options. That's what we dealing here in America. This is broads with too much low looks, low quality females that come out with just t-shirt and jeans and jogging pants, just a regular average, run of the mill, below run of the mill. The rungs, the dregs of society, women who are 2s and 3s and 4s getting excessive amounts of attention. Access to money, it's beyond fixable. And so, brothers, don't be, I notice a lot of times it's a lonely culture. A lot of brothers are sexually deprived of femininity, chronically masturbating and watching porn. And then you go into a deeper pit and more energy draining. You need not do that. You need to sex fast and stay away from sexual, what do you call it, porn and stuff. You know what I mean? It's because it's an easy release, relieve some tension. I say hit the gym, do sex fasting. If you're on a dating app, only deal with women who will pursue you, man. Only do that. You got more energy to waste, or not to waste, but spend on yourself, and you have more clarity of mind. And it feels great when women approach you, man, as opposed to you liking all these chicks' photos and man, I did that about 10 years ago, and back in, Plenty of Fish, man. And I was like, oh yeah, let me just blast a bunch of these women with the same message. And some of them responded, some didn't. I hooked up with a few of them, but Plenty of Fish used to be that joint back in the day, man. It was free. No, I haven't been on that, Plenty of Catfish, but I haven't been on that site in a minute. But I had a few stupid hoes, but yeah, so the whole approaching females thing is a waste of my time, man. It's a waste of your time. Let them approach you and work on yourself. I know this world is lonely, bro. That's why a lot of brothers get out of this country, man. This setup is lonely, man. In America, it's set up to keep men oppressed. And so back to what I was saying, they socialize men to continue to go out and make money, continue to be servants and take her out to dinner, hold her, put if she's cold, put your coat over her. Man, dude, she just got through stroking off some other dude, man, like 5 hours ago. And here you are treating her like a lady. This is why these women don't respect men. Because, like I said earlier, she looking at mirror and she knows she ain't worth nothing. And then she despises the man who's treating her well. Peep this, man. She despises the man that's treating her well because she know that she ain't nothing. And if you treating her well, like over treating her way more than she deserve, she ain't gonna respect you. And the dude that don't treat her well, maybe the in and out of jail, Pookie and Ray or Chad, whatever, just come through and pipe her down and throw her away. She respect him more because he's like, yo, you just meat. You understand me? So she respect him more. It is really messed up, man. The whole thought process. But with a man, you say, oh, I love a woman. I just want to stick with her. The more you love her, these women who are over-sexualized, overused, hundreds of bodies, you can't really take these chicks seriously, man. And they want somebody who's going to basically just treat them bad and discard them. You know what I mean? Or be selfish. You ain't got to be in and out of jail, Chad and Tyrone. But just, I don't, there are men who actually are okay going in and out of jail because they know that that's going to get them clout. And that bad boy clout, in and out of jail clout, is going to get the women. And so they cool doing that. This is their level, their lane. I'm more important than to be going to jail and be sitting around a bunch of dudes, man. I got stuff to do in life, right? I'm not trying to, I'm the prize. I'm not trying to impress some female. I'm the prize. You're impressed with me or you're not. You like me or you don't. I'm not going to do extra stuff that's going to destroy my life. I've already had a hard life. I'm not going to put myself, I'm valuable. You just some chick that's hitting me up. You saw the greatness. She just saw the light. That's how I believe about myself, man. I'm better than these chicks. I don't care how she look. I'm better than you. So we gotta believe that internally, man. And because you believe in yourself, because you're better than her, and because you're more valuable than her, you gotta believe that, and it has to be internalized for you. And you could, it takes a while to build that up, but just focus on your goals, focus on yourself, and be selfish. She is. Look in the mirror, see your strengths and your weaknesses, and improve some stuff. You are, make yourself the prize, and that's all you're going to have when this thing is over is you and the Most High, and you looking in the mirror, and that's it. The woman probably going to leave, your family probably going to leave, your children going to grow up and leave. And it's just going to be you. So you is the most important factor here. And so by focusing on porn and, many of us already have been there, man, but, just you kind of focusing on this chick, but really it's like, dang, but I'm not getting that chick. There's somebody else pounding her out. You know what I mean? And it's like, dang. And then, you feel bad afterwards. And and as well as tricking on chicks, you're like, well, yeah, I did hit it, but I had to pay a price. You know what I mean? While the last 15 dudes popped her for free. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a really polluted culture, man. But this is what I was thinking. I'm going to conclude. When it comes to dealing with females, it's better to be the dude that she likes than the protector provider guy. The protector provider guy is not respected in this realm of America. He's not respected. You see, to play the role of protector and provider, you have to protect and provide that which you own, that which you control, that which you own and you control. You can see, like, say, a Middle Eastern or Indian dude or East African dude in a patriarchal construct. Like, say, or even in Dubai, we give that example. Though particular women are under the construct of their husbands, under the ownership and the control of their husbands. Yes, I said control. Right? They're under the ownership and the control. This is Eastern culture, not Western. Will she just jump on whatever ride that she look? Oh, whatever makes her tingle and flutter. Oh, I like that dude. Jump on him. Oh, she likes the other guy too. Oh, jump on him. Oh, the next guy, she likes him too. And then bring this rancid used package after, a while, and then try to find a protector provider. This is another thing. The prostitute, like that movie Pretty Woman, the prostitute don't respect the protector provider because the game always keep calling her back. Because she been with dudes with bigger D's. She been with guys that made her excited. She been with dangerous guys and motorcycle dudes and in and out of jail thug dudes who will kill them quick, right? She's been in an exciting world. And now the protector provider is solid and reliable. She don't find that exciting, man. So she been in the game. And the only thing really stimulated her now is like, she done been with multiple dudes who are bigger penis size and smaller sizes and hit her fast or hit her long. And, you know what I mean? Like dudes that do this and that, she done been with dozens upon top of dozens upon top of dozens upon top of hundreds on top of hundreds on top of hundreds. You can't compete. Prostitutes have more sexual partners than us. And so when she get with a protector provider dude, she's like, oh, well, I guess I settle for this because he does pay the bills. But again, you see this over and over. She's incentivized to leave that protector provider, Kim Kardashian, right? And go to the next dude. And even Kanye ain't enough because she would go with another dude. Because the streets keep calling. So this somehow, you can't compete with the streets. You can't compete with all this male attention. It's like, either get out of the country or deal in a society where the female, you would get a virgin or whatever, go to specific, do your research. Or go here, say, where the abundance, say DR, where the abundance of good looking women, where they have to compete over you, you understand me? Or, make some kind of maneuver for yourself that you can leverage the culture to your benefit. You know what I mean? But here in America, you got chicks with Sean Quishas with big beer bellies and squinted booties and shower caps on and bonnets going to the grocery store, and she on Instagram and dudes hitting her up right now trying to smash. You understand me? Like, it's a losing game, bro. So that's my point, man. I know it's a long video, man. But brothers, retain your self-respect, man. You look at yourself as a prize. These women are highly damaged with the lifestyle that they live. They got too many options, too many dudes hitting them up, too many sexual partners, too many experiences. She'll never really, unless the Most High settled her mind, she'll never really have a settled mind because she had too much, she's corrupted, what to say, pollute herself through over much liberty. So you can't give a woman over much liberty. And so, like I said, the dudes in Dubai, or back to that, or Eastern African culture, or the Eastern cultures, they can be protectors and providers of their 1, 2, 3, or 4 wives, because those wives are their property. Microphone drop. They can protect and provide. If somebody tries to, grab his wife, he can delete that dude or defend her. Why? Because that's his property, his wife, his concubine or whatever. Right? Or she, as the property of this man, gives her body willingly to another man. Now the laws can come in and chastise this man and her. That's when you are like a protector, provider, and you are respected. This Western crap, man, protector, provider, man, you gotta just, man, if she choosing and she like you, put her to work. You know what I mean? And get what you can out of her before she float away like a butterfly, man. And she be like, hey, he treated me bad. My exes be, you're controlling. Look, you with me? Why you with me? You with me to be of use to me. And I'm going to put you to use. This is what you got to do. Go do this. I want you to go do this and get this job. I want you to grow your hair a little bit longer. You need to lose a few pounds. You need to start dressing this way. I'm going to put you to use. As long as you under my guidance and instruction, I'm going to show you how to improve your life for both of our benefit. There's a little white broad choosing me, but she don't really look all that good, but it's some things. She got longer hair. It's some things that could be worked. I'm looking at her. She, simping. It's like the second heavy simping chick. But I'm thinking this, she ain't got no kids. Think about some improvement she can make to improve and help my life. You see, that's what I'm saying. Women be they have an abundance mentality in America, in the West. Whereas you say you go to, I don't know, another country, say DR, just throwing that out there because, many brothers have been there, it's close. Or, Philippines, those women don't have an abundance of dudes hitting them up like that. Eastern Europe and stuff. They don't have abundance mentality like, oh, I'll just replace you with another dude. Like, they might not. They know that the competition is stiff with the other women. They know that they're going to have to compete to keep their man. I'll talk to different brothers in Brazil talking about how these women in Brazil, they try to keep you in a house and keep you, let's say, keep you empty, I'll put it like that. You know what I mean? They want to keep you in the crib wrapped up. They trying to compete with the other women. So they want to keep competing for your attention. They know that they look good, but it's a bunch of other women who look good. You know what I mean? And if they like you, they want to just keep you linked into them and stay around and linger and spend all this time with them and drain you. Which, would you rather have that? Or would you rather have this crap? Like we got in America where dudes go years without even having sex. You know what I mean? Or months without having sex with their wives. Or not getting no attention. You see what I'm saying? The exact opposite. So a lot of countries that, they have a way more healthier dynamic. But yeah, so protector provider, that works in a patriarchy where you protect and provide for what's yours. And the woman that's yours don't have a legal system backing them that can decimate the man's finances, and whatever he building can be stripped from him because she feels some way in her emotions. But here, that is exactly what we got. So, protector provider, nah, not in this setup, not at all. You take her out on a date. Why? The last 15 dude just pounded her out and threw her back behind the dumpster. You know what I mean? Didn't even give her a towel to wipe herself up with. Like, and you supposed to, the same chick you're supposed to protect her provider? Nah. She knows the type of dude she actually like versus, the type that's just going to be protector and provider and stuff like that. So to me, it's always beneficial to be selfish, care about yourself, and only deal with women that's gonna submit to your instructions for as long as they gonna be in your life. If you deal with women, you're gonna want them to be in your life. They gotta be doing something to benefit you, right? Whatever you can figure out, whatever. If you want, I like cashews. Woman, go to the store, give me some cashews on your dime. Bring me, I like this certain type of baked chicken. Go get it. I want you to do this, do that. Go do it. Give her stuff to do. Clean my house. You understand me? Vacuum over there. Right? Whatever it is that you personally need or want her to do, go, I want you to vacuum this house because I don't want to do it. Wash these dishes over here because I don't want to do it. Yeah, I could do it, but yeah, you might want to be kind of careful with her cooking. Some of these chicks be into different, voodoo and all this other shit. You got to be careful with that, but, and, and the women, women, you got to pre-screen them. And a lot of them wicked anyway, so, anyways, maybe not let her get too close, don't let her get too close, but that's just some thoughts I had, man. Much respect to you, brothers. Like, share, and subscribe if you will. Peace.